In this class, we will discuss about polarization. We will try to understand what is a polarization. It is one of the important topics of electromagnetics. Now, when we say polarization, there are three types of polarization: linear, circular and elliptical. We will see each one by one. I will try to understand what do you mean by polarization. See, when I say polarization, it is nothing but the variation of electric and magnetic field component, right? So, let us try to understand one by one and we will focus more on that. So, let us go to the first type of polarization, which is nothing but our linear polarization. Now, what is a linear polarization? Let us say that I will take one example. Let us say that I have a string in my hand, right? So, let us say that I have a thread in my hand. What I will do is I move the thread like this, right? So, what will happen? The thread will be like a wave shape and it will going up, right? Again same thread, if I do like this, right? If I move very fast, the thread will go like this, right? Okay. This is what is happening is the component of, so what is happening is in linear polarization is your electric field, let us talk about electric field only. Either your electric field is varying along the, let us say, y axis, or it is varying along the x axis, right? Let us understand this by a figure. If you observe here, what is happening is there is an E field varying along the x axis, right? So, the variation of electric field is along the x axis. If I try to write the equation here, how the equation will look like? The equation would be E field will be nothing but E naught cos omega t. Let us say it is propagating along the variation is along the x axis and propagation is along the z axis. So, minus beta z a x cap. So, if you observe, I have tried to written this wave into an equation. So, it is saying that E equal to E naught cos omega t minus beta z. Minus beta z saying that it is propagating. So, the wave is propagating along the z direction. Okay. So, if you observe, this is what is your x axis, right? This is what is your y axis, right? Okay. So, it is propagating along the z direction, but the variation, you see the variation is there in the x plane, right? And this is what is your x plane, right? So, this is what is your x plane. So, the variation of electric field is along the x plane, right? So, it has only one component, which is nothing but the variation along the x plane, right? So, this is nothing but your linear polarization, where the variation of electric field is along the one plane, right? Okay. Let us see what is the other scenario. The other scenario, if you observe, it is nothing but, now again if you see, the wave is propagating along the z direction, but the variation of electric field is along the y direction. If I want to write the equation, how they look like? E is equal to E naught cos omega t minus beta z, and as the variation is along the y axis, it would be a y cap, right? See, this is what I have written here. So, though it is propagating in the z direction, the variation is now along the y axis. So, it has one component now, in this case it is along the y axis. So, whenever your electric field is having the x or the y component, or the variation is along the either x or y axis, it is nothing but your linear polarization. Now, when you have a variation, it means if it is like this or like this, then it is a linear polarization, right? What would happen if it is something inclined to x and y axis at some angle, right? Now, that would be our next case. Let us see that. So, our next case is nothing but a circular polarization. So, what we said is, if it is along the x axis or y axis, kind of this, then it is your linear polarization. But let us say that this is x axis and this is y axis. But if your electric field is inclined at certain angle, I do not know what is the currently angle, right? Let us say that your electric field is inclined to x and y, then in that case what will happen? If this is my E field, it will have x and y component both, right? If your electric field is inclined at some angle to the x and y axis, it means it will have, if I break down this, it would be nothing but your, let us say that Ex cos theta, let us say this is theta, Ex cos theta, and this would be nothing but E y sin theta. This is how it will be if it is inclined to some plane, right? Okay. So, what we said is, if your electric field is inclined to some plane, it will have x and y component. Okay, so it is the same way. What will happen is, if I have some field like this and if you rotate this field like this, okay, whatever the polarization or the pattern of electric field will be generated, that would be what is called as circular polarization. Let us look at the picture of this and then we will understand more on this. So, this is what is your circular polarization. If you observe, there are two kind of circular polarization is, one is called as left hand circular polarization, another is called as right hand circular polarization. It is nothing but, we will see the left and right hand later. Let us see how it is. You see that if what I can do is, I can understand the same polarization with the thread example, right. Now, previously in the linear polarization, I was moving the thread like this, right, or like this. If I start moving the thread in a circular, if I rotate my hand very fast like this, what will happen? The thread will take the circular loop, right. So, basically you take one field and you start rotating at every point of equal radius. This will be keep on rotating and this will be keep on going, right. It's a very easy to understand with the thread, right. You keep on moving and the thread will be rotating and it will be going. So, it will be propagating in some direction, but the variation of electric field will be not along the x axis. It will be like this. You see, every point it is changing, right. You can see that it is a circular, right, and it is going, right. So, this is what is called as your circular polarization. In terms of equation, if I want to understand this, how can I understand that? If I want to go into equation form, what I will do is, let me rub this. So, what I am going to do is, I am going to write E field. E field will be nothing but Ex, let us say Ex cos omega t minus beta z Ax cap. This is one. Another will be, it will have plus Ey cos omega t minus beta z plus pi by 2 Ey cap. Now, what I have done? You see, this is one of the equation which actually nothing but which satisfy the circular polarization. Electric field has two components, Ex and Ey. The phase difference between x and y is 90 degree. You can see that, right? This between Ex and Ey, that is a phase difference is pi by 2, which is nothing but 90 degree. One component is along the x axis, another component is along the y axis, right? So if that is the case, when your phase difference between the two components of the electric field is nothing but 90 degree, and in that case, and also your Ex should be equal to Ey, right, because you want to make a circle, right, then it should be equal radius, right, all the radius should be equal. In that case, this is nothing but your circular polarization, right. So, when you have an electric field given, okay, if the amplitude of Ex and Ey are equal and the phase difference between Ex and Ey is 90 degree, then it is nothing but your circular polarization. We will see the next type and the last type of polarization, which is nothing but the elliptical polarization. So, let us come to elliptical polarization. What is the elliptical polarization? If I take away the same thread example, what I will do is, initially I was moving the thread like this and then like this, and then I started moving like a circle. Now, what I will do is, I will move the thread like this in such a way that, so this is what is my, let us say that some vector field. I will start moving this in such a way that the phase difference is not 90 degree and it will move like an ellipse, right. Let us understand by a figure. You see, this is one of the figure which is explaining the elliptical polarization. What it is nothing but, again the fields are moving and it is propagating in the z direction, you see that, and it has a component again along x and y, but the angle between them is not 90 degree. In this case, this comes out to be 45 degree. What is the figure? I can see that. If I want to write the equation for the elliptical polarization, it will look something like this. Let us see that. E would be nothing but Ex cos omega t minus beta z Ax cap plus Ey cos omega t minus beta z plus pi by 4. This is one of the equation which satisfies your elliptical polarization. So, again I have two component. It is not only inclined along x axis, not inclined along y axis, it is being inclined to x and y both at some arbitrary angle, which is nothing but. So, one component is along the x-axis, another component is along the y-axis. The component has a phase difference of 45 degree in this case, right? It is not 90 degree, right? So this is what is the case which we call it an elliptical polarization. So we have concluded and we have understand that what is linear polarization, what is circular polarization, and what is an elliptical polarization. We will see how to solve a numerical using all these methods in the future videos.